Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. It is going to be update number 2 in the deck of panning project pan that was created by one of my really good friends here on this space, Emily McKennis. I will have her channel linked down below as well as all the other information for this project. I will also have Emily's introduction linked down below as well as my introduction that will give a lot more details about this project because there are a lot of moving parts. So if you're new, if this is your first time watching a deck of panning project pan video, I highly encourage you to check out an introduction video just for more clarification on all of the rules and everything. So like I said, everything will be in the description box, all the info. Make sure you check out everyone else who is currently participating in this project. This is such a fun project. Highly recommend just binge watching the playlist. I know I look forward to it every single month when we post these updates, but that being said, I am playing around with my lighting. I may end up hating it and then we'll just adjust for the next video. So if the lighting is super off, I apologize. Bear with me. But other than that, if you're interested in seeing my update for this project, I get to roll in 2 new products, which I'm really excited about. Stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you love project painting content, or you just love to chit chat about makeup, or you like to hear dogs chewing in the background, which I'm sorry if you can hear right now, I would love if you'd consider subscribing. And other than that, let's get into this update. I'm drinking this blueberry tea. Not a fan. Do not think it's good. I really do not think I'm gonna like the lighting here, but we'll see. Self-tan, wearing away, super splotchy. What's new? Alright, you guys, let's just jump right in. I will start with the very least exciting update. Like I mentioned in the introduction, if you are new to this project, you're not sure what's going on, highly encourage you to go check out an introduction video. But essentially we have a deck of cards. Oh, there's hair on mine, what a surprise. Deck of cards, and there is a spreadsheet which will also be linked down below with the game board and the prompts that correlate to each of the cards. So you obviously pick a product in your collection that correlate to the prompts for the card that you select. So let's start with this puppy right here, which is probably, no, it definitely is my least exciting. I didn't use this at all. I rolled this in for the prompt, a product that matches your shirt, and at the time that I rolled this in, I was wearing a pastel tie-dye AC/DC like crew neck. So I selected this and gave myself the goal of using each of the shadows in this palette a minimum of 2 times, and I believe, I am so sorry, my dog is being obnoxious. I know I've used Snowball, Saddleback, Ice Worm, and I think Belly Side. I have to find my sheet that has everything listed. But other than that, I haven't reached for any other shadows, and I've only reached for those shadows once a piece. So I have a long ways to go with this. I will say I was wearing a lot of neutral eye looks since my last update, so I just have not been playing around with color. But springtime is just around the corner. We were teased here in Minnesota with a few warm weather days, and now there's snow covering the streets again, so that's always fun. But I'm hoping to have a better update on this next month. Next up, I have the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer, which I had rolled in for the prompt Your Favorite Panner, which I have many favorite panners, but I selected this in honor of Kelly Gooch. She was one of the first people that I ever watched do project pans. She's one of the reasons that I got into project panning, and this is a primer that she talks about all of the time. So when I rolled this in, I was about here, and I have made pretty consistent progress since. I will say I am currently working on a different smoothing primer in another project that I have focused on more heavily than I have this one. So I think once I finish the other primer, which should be within the next month or so, I think this one will move really quickly. So I would say maybe 1 to 2 more months left for that. For the prompt Summer, so a product that reminds you of summer, I rolled in my Tula Protect and Glow sunscreen, and I said in my last update that I was really hoping to have this one done and moved out by this update, which did not happen. So when I rolled this in, I had about half the product left. Here's where I was the last update, and then here is where I am now. I will say there's still quite a bit of air in here, but I think the reason I had such growth was just due to potentially the air pocket inside. And now I've really smacked it on my hand a lot to really get all the product to settle at the bottom and shining it up to a bright light. This is where I am at. If I were to be really good about wearing this every single day, I should have this moved out of my collection by the next update. Some days I haven't been so good about getting the sunscreen on my face. So that brings me to the 2 products that we will be rolling out. This first one I actually rolled in last update, and I'm really proud of myself for this one. So this is the Melt Cosmetics, I forget what they called these. It is the like blush duo, and I have mine in the shade Raw Honey. And I rolled this in, so I selected like a random color generator, and I selected a product that correlated to that color, and it was a shade very similar to this brown packaging. So I rolled this in and gave myself the goal of using this 15 times, and I did use this 15 times. I mostly used this shade right here, and I mostly used it as a highlight, and I would actually mix it with the highlight that I'm about to talk to you guys about, my other 5th and final product. There is what this looks like. I love pink toned highlights, and I would mix it with this champagne highlight that I'm about to share with you guys, and I just loved the way that it looked. So I pretty much just wore that combination since the last update. I can't really think of a day that I did not wear those 2 as my highlight. So I did reach for this 15 times, and I will get to roll that out. And then for an indie brand, I selected this Vesca highlighter, and at first I gave myself the goal of hitting pan on this, but I said last update I may change my goal on this one, just because when I rolled this in, it was pretty much brand new. And I think if I post pictures, you will be able to see there's definitely some visible progress here. I also reached for this 15 times this last month, or since the last update, and I had reached for it a ton before then as well. I really enjoy this, both on its own as well as using this to like mix with other highlighters that might not be like the perfect shade for me. I mixed it with this a lot, as well as the Becca Prismatic Amethyst to kind of just neutralize the tone a little bit. And I absolutely have been loving this. I'm very interested in picking up a couple more shades from the Vesca highlighter line, but I have mine in the shade Moonlight. So because I have used this so much, I don't feel like I need to hit pan on this. I feel like I'm ready to just roll something else in. So that is what we are going to do. All right, you guys, now comes the fun part where we get to randomly select 2 cards to work on. So I'm going to shuffle my deck. There is 1 Joker in my deck. Everyone plays with the Joker. If you pull the Joker, it is, you're going to be panning a product that you don't want to work on. Oh boy, I'm not on my A game for shuffling today. Don't judge me. All right. Okay, feel like we're shuffled up and we're choosing 2 cards. So we have card 1. I'm not even gonna look at it yet. You guys know I don't. Card 2. All right, what do we got? What do we got? I will post the game board on the screen right here so that you guys can follow along, but we got the 6 of Diamonds, which is a concealer. Oh, I think I have one for this. Oh, I think I have a gimme product for this. And then the 5 of Hearts is a veto. Does that mean I get to veto any of my other products? Is that what that means? Kick a product out and draw in something else. Ooh! I want to kick out my Pastel Puff palette. Yes, I just want to reach for this on my own and do something else. That means we get to pick 2 more cards. How fun is this? Okay, so 2 more cards. We are going to choose this one. And I haven't looked yet at what it is. You guys know I don't. This one. Oh my gosh, all like hearts and diamonds. What are the odds? Okay, let me pull the game board back up. And we have the 4 of Diamonds, which is a duo or multi-chrome product. Okay. And then we have number 8, which is 8 of Hearts, which is a pencil. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to go figure out what I want to do, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, I have picked my products. First up, the concealer. This was a no-brainer for me. So I'm going to be working on my Oma Beauty Stay Woke concealer. I have already been like unofficially panning this, and I've taken the stopper out. There is not much left of this. So this I feel like is a gimme product, but sometimes you need those gimme products in projects just to like keep you motivated. And let's be honest, I have not been doing well on my projects the last couple of months, or just a gimme product would be really nice for me at this stage of my life. or this stage of my panning journey in 2021. For the pencil prompt, I am going to work on a lip pencil that I have been attempting to pan in the past. This is the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani lip pencil in Ex-Girlfriend, and it's more of like a mid-tone, kind of cooler toned lip shade. I really, really like this, but I'm also not the best at remembering to reach for lip pencils. And I think I'm gonna give myself the goal of trying to wear away to wear away through the E. You guys will not be able to see the letter there, but get to about here. I feel like any more than that and I will feel discouraged, just because I was working on this all last year. It was in my year-long project and I don't even know if I got halfway through this. I'm not one who like wears lip pencils all of the time. So that is going to be for that prompt. And then for a duo or multi-chrome product, I really did not feel like working on another eyeshadow, but alas, I feel like I have recently rolled in most of my other multi-chrome products in other projects. I just rolled in my Natasha Denona Chromium, like duochrome or multi-chrome liquid shadow in my Partners in Cream project, and then I'm working on my Becca Prismatic Amethyst in my whole collection. So I am going with a shadow. I'm gonna go with the ColourPop Glass Bowl Single because I do want to reach for this more. I always like tell myself I should reach for this shadow more and never do. So now it's going to give me purpose to reach for this, and I am going to give myself the goal of hitting pan on this rather than giving myself a usage goal. Here it is swatched right here. It is a really beautiful multi-chrome or like duochrome shade, and I feel like this is something that I could easily get away with as like a one shadow and done to work even. Like really, this is a very wearable shade. It kind of has that like wet look to it too, so I think it's gonna be really pretty for like an effortless spring and summer look. So I'm gonna give myself the goal of hitting pan on this, and that is gonna be that. That is it for today's Deca panning update. I can't wait to watch everyone else's Deca panning updates. Let me know how this is going, if you are doing it maybe from home, like following along, or just how your how your projects are going. I would love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.